Do salespeople have to be sunny optimists to succeed? Where can we find the wherewithal to deal with the big deals gone missing and the disappointment that comes from that loss? How do we keep an even keel when our best buyer elopes with our competition? The roller coaster that is a sales life puts a lot of pressure on our emotions, and that impacts the mood we find ourselves in at different times. How do we snap out of a downward spiraling mood swing heading towards oblivion of sales hell? Find out more in today's gripping episode. Welcome back. This weekly edition every Monday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and my new bestseller, Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? In this show, we are looking at the critical areas for success in business in Japan. We want to help advance everyone's thinking so that we can be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. Before we get into this week's topic, here's what caught my attention lately. The number of citizens aged 65 or older in Japan stood at 35.88 million, up 320,000 from last year. They represent 28.4% of the population and 12.9% of the workforce. Those over 90 years of age and older reached 2.3 million, including 71,000 centenarians. Japan has to depend increasingly on the elderly as a workforce, and even with foreign workers and more women working, the country still expects to face a shortage of 6.44 million workers in 2030. In other news, SoftBank Group Corporation Chairman and CEO Masayoshi Son said Japan has become an underdeveloped country and the use of artificial intelligence in business lagging behind China. He said, Japan was once a leader in technology, but has become an underdeveloped country in AI. It is a pretty bad situation, so Japan needs to awaken. He also said, as I love Japan, I want to invest in Japanese companies, but the reality is that there are no unicorn AI companies in the country. Finally, Toyota unveiled an electric people mover specifically designed for the Olympic Games. It looks like a gigantic golf cart and plans to provide 200 of these APMs, or accessible people mover vehicles, in 2020. They can carry 6 people, including the driver, and has a ramp for wheelchairs. It can run for 100 kilometers on one charge to the lithium-ion batteries with a maximum speed of 19 kilometers. This is episode number 110, and we are talking about how to control your mood in sales. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. The morning dark gloom of heavy ponderous rain clouds, piling snowdrifts, or driving, cutting, razor blade sleet can have a serious impact on our sales mood. We might be thinking of ourselves, what a lousy day. Have to run around juggling umbrellas, taxis, trains, bags of samples to visit clients. The next day the rains have departed. Brilliant azure blue skies and a friendly warm sun seem to say, what a beautiful day to make sales calls. Neither comment is acceptable for the pro salesperson because sales masters are not randomly controlled by the inequities of the weather. These are not only barbarous mood bear traps we need to look out for. Does your mood of the moment impact completing unpalatable tasks? Or conversely, do they turn and impact your mood? That proposal you have to get out, but don't want to start because it's time-consuming, complex and difficult. You reel back, you move away from the pain because you may even have to think. Doing the CRM, which you consider a major time waster, feels slow, laborious and boring, and you see it as a lower priority item. Now, ironically, you later whine about the lack of leads coming from the marketing effort, but your moodiness meant you didn't help with the needed CRM inputs, did you? Where is your sales discipline for doing all the dull bits of the work? A coffee break, a catch up on the email, posting something on your social media, etc. all look a lot more appealing than facing this piece of tedium. The sales pro doesn't put the reward first. They put the task completion ahead of the reward. They don't stand in front of the empty fireplace bellowing what they want, heat. They put the logs in there first and then they light the fire. They understand the natural order of the sales universe. How about you? What about when buyers let you down? You find out they went with a competitor when you thought it was in the bag. They cancel their order due to headquarters spending constraints or unexpectedly reduce the size of their purchase. Your champion working for this company has been sidelined internally, but you don't know about that. And you understand, all you understand is that the next phase of the sales conversation is mysteriously not progressed. You cannot reach anyone and you cannot fathom why. Just to really top it off, you've already spent the money from the expected commissions. Whoops! Hero to zero in 2 seconds. What is the impact on your self-esteem, your fighting spirit, your motivation? In the roller coaster of sales life, we are now in the terrifying nosedive stage of the process, a white-knuckle ride without any relief coming up. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is the product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. Living an intentional life means controlling both the head and the heart. The bigger picture makes the bump and grind of the everyday palatable because there's a higher purpose in our life. If we are dedicated to serving clients, then we can absorb the fluctuations in the weather, the unreliability of people, the changing fortunes of the market, the gross unfairness of the sales life. The size of our why in the fight makes all the difference. What if we don't have a strong why or a strong enough why? Well, that is going to mean trouble. We better deduce, distill, select, or create one. Know why, and sales gets really hard, real fast, real often. Sit down and think about what you want to do, what you need to do, and what you wished you could do. 20 minutes on this type of introspection will soon identify some key drivers for you. Rank them into priority order. Start at the top and attach timelines to their achievement. Break them down into smaller pieces, smaller projects, and then get going, working on them. Review the goals frequently. Review your work advancement and mini-celebrate even small progress. Most importantly of all, keep going regardless. If we decide we will alone determine our mood, our feelings, our orientation, and not let externalities invade our moods, we can keep doing what we need to be doing when we need to be doing it. We won't be running for cover, trying to find a million other things more appealing to do than this dull task in front of us. We need to keep reconnecting with our why and see our activities like a calling where we can help people. As Zig Ziglar, the great sales coach, mentioned, helping others is how you ultimately help yourself. And sales being a numbers game, the more people you help, the better you will do. Our mood control in sales is a critical function of our sustained and consistent success. The stronger our why, the less relevant or impactful our mood cycle. Winston Churchill had a great quote about going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That is brilliant. It's a brilliant summary of what is needed to succeed in sales and in life. There are always going to be more nays than yays from buyers. So we better harden up and bolster our whys to control our moods and boost our enthusiasm. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show is here to help you succeed in Japan. Subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching this episode, and remember to hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. It's really awesome value. Check it out. Also, please leave me some feedback on YouTube. I would love to know how this show has helped or is helping and what other topics you're interested in for me to cover. Remember, I am here as a free resource to help you. So just tell me how I can help you best. You might also enjoy my other weekly shows for podcasts. Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast version. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series. Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series. And Fridays, I do the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast version. Get them all wherever you get your podcasts. Also, Fridays, I release my other TV show, the Japan Business Mastery Show, on YouTube. In episode 111, we are talking about, okay, boss, motivate me. Find out more about that next week. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.